Okay, guys, so I figured might as well just go ahead and lay all this stuff out. This is the bulk of my AudioQuest order. I still have some Niagara power conditioners that I'm waiting on to come in the mail. But for the cable-wise, this is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and run through it just real quick. Energy Edison electrical outlet. So we have that one right here. I have 3 of the Dragon HDMIs. We're using that for all sources, Kaleidoscape, the Apple TV, and going from the Trinov to the Mad VR. So these things make a massive difference. So I've seen my system with one of these things in there. So having 3 of them, I think that's going to make a really big difference. Over here we have the Energy Z3s. So the Z3s are going to go on this 100-inch TV right here. So this is a 100-inch TV, if you guys believe it or not. This is a 23-foot tall ceiling. So pretty much anything on that wall is going to look really small. So I had to go with the 100. So I'm going to be using this to the power conditioner and then this actually to the TV. So 2 of the Energies going in there. And then I have 3 of the Z2s, the Energy Z2s. Those are going to my Apple TV, number 1, and also 2 of my DACs. So I need 2 DACs to add the +4 to the Trinov. And I have a Thunderbird 3 meters over here. That one's going from the cable box right down here into the TV, in which now I'm thinking I probably should have got 2 of them because I have my Xbox that's right there. Now that I'm looking at this through the camera, this looks pretty stupid. This stuff's going away, don't worry about that. This is getting replaced by an entertainment stand. So Thunderbird right there, we have a vodka. For the Ethernet, I have 2 of those, in which I should have 3. So that's no, I should have 2, so that's right. And I bought 3 diamonds, so I have 3 diamonds right here. 1, 2, 3. So that's good to go. I have the Cat 700 carbon with the Telegardner connectors on there. So I'm using that for my home run to my rack itself. And then over here we have just more patch cables that I'm using. Same thing. One's for an access point, one's to the home run for the house to connect my entire system so that we're lowering the noise floor or with shielded equipment properly. And then I think I just have one extra 10-footer just in case I needed one. And then we have all the power cables in the world. We have a Dragon 1 meter back there, high current. We have rest of these are high current and source hurricanes. And I think I have one more 2 meter, but this is pretty much it, just 1 meters. So that's kind of what we're working with right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, one more thing. We have 2 of these optical vodkas. They're 0.75 meter. So we're using those to the DAC that are also using these Z2 power cables. So I'm gonna pop back up to the rack right now and show you guys how I'm implementing these things into the system. All right, guys, what you're looking at is not a mistake. This is actually my favorite tip on how to put extremely heavy things into a rack. So this bad boy is about 100 pounds, so this thing's going to break your back. This thing's about 40-ish, so it's about half the weight. Not too big of a deal there, but this was pretty light. You guys can probably just assemble that one while it's in the rack. But if you're doing this by yourself, this is what I found to be the easiest solution. Basically, just have this thing completely bare, and then what you do is you lay it on its side and then just start loading stuff in from the top. It is super easy. You can actually put the tension on the screws so that whenever you are putting these things in there, say in the rack, right, and you're trying to hold things up or your buddy's trying to hold things up, you kind of have things crooked and whatnot. This gets it flush every single time so that you're not stripping these screws if you ever decide to take some stuff out. So getting stuff out is a little easier, but putting things in, I found that this is the easiest solution. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rack. Down here, as you guys have seen, I started putting in the theory amps. These are the DLC 250s. So I have 10 of them. Basically, my heights, I have 8 channels. So those only need a single channel each. So I have 4 channels per amplifier. 1, 4, 8. Actually, those need to be bi-wired. They do. So I'm bi-wiring the heights. So that means that I have 4 amplifiers just for the heights. And then I have to triple wire the front wides, the surrounds, and rear surrounds. So I pretty much have an amplifier just for each. So front left, front wide, or front left wide, front right wide, left surround, right rear surround and right rear surround. And then I have my 1, 2, 3 for my LCR. And then what you won't see in here is subwoofers. So as you guys can see, that this rack is pretty much maxed out. This is a 42U rack, and it's maxed. So what I'm gonna have to do is probably get a one that's gonna bolt to the wall, and then just use those just for the subwoofer amps. So I have the Niagara 5000 right here, and then I have a Niagara 7000 right here. So most of the stuff's going to be getting plugged into here. That's going to be sources like the Kaleidoscape, the Trinov, the Mad VR, stuff like that. I have all AudioQuest cables for everything. As you guys have seen throughout the room, it's a freaking mess. Like this place is really dirty right now. But if you guys haven't seen it, it makes a massive difference. So I'm not going to bring that up here, but that's just the choice that I made. But I'm using this for the power conditioning, which makes a massive difference already. I've already seen it in my theater from before. Kaleidoscape, as you guys know, best player out there. So if you're going to be streaming stuff, it makes a lot of sense. And these hidden racks, these hidden things that aren't filled up yet, those are going to be coming with a lot of cool goodies that I'm going to let you guys know about shortly. But to set the system off, I need 2 DACs, which I think I have one of them here. I'm doing a review for Emotiva for this one, but I plan on buying another one. So this is their reference DAC, the XDA3. So the reason why I chose that one is because it has balanced outputs for its amplification stage. So that's what I'm doing for there. And then DACs are going here. Some cool, funny businesses going behind this thing. I'll let you guys know about that shortly. And then I have an Apple TV and then a high performance network router that's going in here. And then another goofy thing in here. Power supply and a network switch, high powered network switch are going in this one. And then here I have a grounding system that I'm going to be putting in here. It's kind of some tricky stuff. Again, I ran out of space because I wanted to do my Oppo in here, but I ran out of room. So if you guys want to buy an Oppo 205, hit me up. I'd be happy to sell it to you. Basically, this entire system is going to be either directly from the Kaleidoscape or streaming from the Apple TV. So I just don't have any room for physical media right now. But I mean, I'd like to keep the Oppo, but I have no place to plug it in at. But this is what we have for right now. This is the progress. Now the fun part is actually me lifting this thing up. So it's not super hard. If you need 2 people to do it, you can. But if you're a burly man, you can lift this thing up yourself.